So recently I've been thinking about doing a little bit more sharing on top of the kind of teaching, the tips and suggestions on what's worked for me with an end result. Like, okay, if you think this way, this will happen and you'll get this result. A lot of my videos are like that, in hopes that I could help someone like someone helped me. But I listen to my conscience a lot. I live a conscience-driven life, guided by my conscience. My conscience has been telling me to start just sharing stuff that I haven't like really completed yet. Stuff that I'm gonna try, stuff that I'm doing, stuff that I'm gonna adjust, but I still don't have like an end result. Like, do this and this will happen. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm still in it, or I'm just starting, or something like that. So this is one of those videos. This is one of those sharing videos. As some of you, anybody who's watched my content probably can figure out if you scroll through my page, one of the biggest like whoa moments was losing 45 pounds, starting to track my macros. I started exercising every day. I didn't start exercising to build any muscle. I exercised to elevate my vibration, my frequency, my mood, my attitude. And it worked. I had higher thoughts, higher feelings, higher actions. And one of those higher actions was to start tracking my macros. I didn't track my macros. I didn't start dieting to lose weight. I started dieting to gain discipline. It worked. What was my receipt? Well, my receipt for the exercise that I built a little bit of muscles and I got to see my abs for the very first time. The receipt for the dieting, for the discipline, was that I lost a bunch of weight. Therefore, I saw the abs that I built. Pretty cool. Lost 45 pounds. If you go to my pinned pictures on Instagram, I do have like the before and after of what happened in 2003. May 3rd, 2023 to May 3rd, 2024. We're creeping up here in a little bit to May 3rd, 2025. I'll do an update picture, see what's going on. I've been just consistently just on my diet for the discipline and on my grind with the exercise for the mindset. What I've been learning along the way, though, now this is all self-taught. I come from I love self-teaching. Not that I'm hating on being taught, because ultimately it's like I am being taught. I'm not coming up with this. I'm actually watching videos. That's my jam. I love watching just guys that I rock with, people that I find relatability. I like how that guy talks. I like how that guy looks. I like what she's saying. I like her vibe. I like her energy. So it's not really self-taught. I myself finds the video, and then I watch the video, and then I apply what I learned. And so, take that with that explanation. Not really self-taught. I am being guided by somebody, just that my accountability is on my own. Self-accountable, I guess you can call it. So it was all this information I didn't come up with. I learned it by guys and ladies that are way ahead of me, that are a lot more successful, that have the life that I want. They're sharing it because they see the value and someone taught them. They applied it. It worked for them. They're sharing it. All I'm doing is the same thing. I've made more progress in a year than I have in all of my life. So I'm sharing. So back to kind of what one of the things that I've been starting the last couple of days. I figured I'd document just to see kind of what the progress is. I started day before yesterday. I think today's the 10th, so the 9th, the 8th, or today's the 9th and I started the 7th. I'm not sure. One of those things. January 2025. I've been tracking my macros, like I said, since mid-2023. Gave me great results. Lost a bunch of weight. Feeling great. A lot of discipline, which gifted me confidence. And confidence is one of the most, wonderfulest feelings that I've ever had, because I didn't know I didn't have any confidence. The biggest aha moment of gaining confidence is knowing that I didn't have any confidence. I had courage and I was responsible, and I confused courage and responsible for confidence, and it's not the case. For me, I probably would have never realized that I didn't have any confidence till I earned confidence. Then it was like, oh, this is what it feels like. Oh, damn, I never had this before. Shit, I confused it. And then I went down the rabbit hole and realized that it was responsible and courage that I was using to supplement the lack of confidence. Once I started building discipline mainly through my diet, I had a taste of confidence, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what it is right there. And it was a great feeling. So the more discipline you have, the more confidence you have. So it's a little bit, I don't know if the right word to use is addicting. It's a feel. Imagine never having confidence, and all of a sudden you have some, and you love the results because now you take this discipline and confidence anywhere you go with anything you do. Like, fuck, you're freaking accomplishing things that you never thought you could. You're making progress. Accomplishment isn't. I've accomplished a lot of things. Progress, measurable results. Impressive measurable results is what I really never had. Something that was, what's the word? Where you could build it, you could stack it. Sustainable progress, sustainable results. Something that just continuously is like, wow, you just keep on doing this and you keep on moving this way. That's dope. That's something that I could never get a grip on. Once I built discipline in my diet, gained confidence, now it's just like, oh shit. There's more. It's like, whoa, the whole there's more feeling is something that I always tried, and I'd get it and then it would be gone. I'd get it and then it would be gone. I'd get it, I didn't know where it went. Whatever it was, So it wasn't stackable progress that I ever had. Again, probably because of the result. Probably because of the reason that it wasn't progress. It wasn't progress built on discipline and confidence. It was a result built on responsibility and courage. So now I'm after kind of tasting what discipline and confidence is now, and knowing for a fact that for me, what built that was dieting, tracking my macros. I hands-on have been learning how macro tracking has worked for me, for this body. And it's really cool. I would highly suggest anybody to start learning how to track their macros. It is super easy. It's simple. Once you get it, it's simple. You don't get overwhelmed by all the talk that is shared about tracking your food. It's not that complicated once you kind of get the basics of it. You got your proteins, your fats, your carbs. You go to a macro calculator. I use Chronometer. I plug in the information, my information, age, weight, all that good stuff. You put it to drop weight, and then you start scanning, and there's a learning curve, meaning there's going to be a little while of learning what I can eat, what I could eat. If I eat this, I can't eat anything more the rest of the day, and I'm like, how am I going to feel? Try it. That was my thing. Try it. It's like, wow, I guess I hit my numbers, but I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm a little lightheaded, I can't really get into it, I'm kind of grumpy. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that probably because I didn't eat the right thing. You balance it out. It was like, okay, maybe just a handful of that or a couple of those just because, but I should probably eat something. What are nutritious carbs? Oh, shit, this. Oh, that's easy. Oh, I can make that every day. Bam. All right, boom. What is nutritious protein with low fat so I can control my fats? Oh, this, just, chicken breast. I can eat chicken breast. Like, oh, okay, I could go to my wife. Hey, how can I make a lot of chicken breast? Oh, crock pot or whatever. Oh, all right, cool. Dial that in. And not to get so much into what I eat and how I eat, because that's the learning part. I believe that's the fun part. That's the part where you get to experiment and experience and experiment how macronutrients works and more importantly, how it works in your body. So I started learning how it worked in my body. It's like, wow, I'm hungry, but it's a different kind of hunger. It's not a starving. It's a consistent, like, hell yeah, this is my body leaning up. I like it. You start dropping the weight. There is this little window of like, wow, you're losing weight, maybe, a little too fast or too slow. Up, go research that. Why am I losing weight so fast? Oh, dang, it's like, I got to slow it. I got to, increase this, or else it's going to go too fast. And I want to build muscle along the way. So that's a learning part. Because I don't want to just be like, skinny fat. I want to be able to, like, train to where I build my muscle and I lose weight. It's like a gradual, both of them. And by experimenting week to week and tracking your progress, you'll get that. And that's what I got. I was watching. It was like, oh, cool. There's some weeks where it's like, whoa, losing too much weight. Like, hey, but you're paying attention to the progress. That's so important to learn. Don't lose track. Don't get caught in the day-to-day activities where you get into a routine and then expect a lot of progress at the end of this, or you start getting frustrated or bored, or you see somebody else do something special and you're like, hey, I haven't done that. Why? And then you go realize you can't do it because you haven't made any progress, because you haven't been tracking your progress and you're not keeping tabs on your movement and your activity and your hustle and what it is that you want to do. Oh, I want to take this trip. I want to buy this car. I want to look like this. I want to do this. I want to have this much saved. I want to invest in this. I want to try this. I want to experience this. And you're measuring every day. It's like, yeah, every week I'm getting closer and closer and closer. Or think about it this way, which is the right way to think about it. Every week it's getting closer and closer and closer because I'm building discipline to be the person who earned that activity, that thing, that tangible physical world thing that's coming towards me, because I'm doing the more conscious work, which is the discipline. Discipline isn't something you can touch. Discipline is internal. There we go. Now we're getting a little bit more into the like, ooh, kind of stuff, right? Discipline. You don't touch discipline. Confidence. You don't touch confidence. Then what is it? It's a spiritual thing. It's an energy. It's a vibe. It's trying to use words here that are common words at the same time, not too like magical or, to where like, oh man, he's going to go into that. It's all just rules of the game. These are rules that have existed since the beginning of time. They're there. Some of us didn't know about them or didn't understand how we could work them in just day-to-day life. So you start learning how your body works. You start making progress. You start paying attention. You start learning about progress. I started learning about measurable results, watching, make sure like, hey, this week, why at the end of this week, it doesn't look like I gained much muscle. Why didn't I lose the 2 pounds I was supposed to, that I've been losing? Or why did I lose too much? Like, I'm going too fast. Like, I'm going too slow. Am I building muscle? And like all this, I'm paying attention, which is conditioning me to check for progress. This is in a window of, 7, 8, 9, 12 months, 13 months. And as time continues to roll, I continue to learn more and more and more of like, oh, I can add this. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have so much of this because I lost some of the progress, or the progress wasn't in the direction that I wanted to go. So then it got to a point where I was like, oh shit, my fats have been a little low. Let me increase some fats because I'm feeling this way. So I go Google it. Why have I been feeling this way? Oh, that's how fats work. I'm tracking my macros. Why do I feel this way? Probably because of this, this, and this. I watch a few videos. I read a few paragraphs, and it tells me, your fats are probably low. I go check. Yeah, I guess they are. Let's next 2-3 days, let's increase the fats, some avocados, and see how it goes. Oh, crazy shit. I don't feel that weirdness that I was feeling. I feel better. Cool. Am I still making progress in the goals that I want? Maintaining my weight? Yeah. Okay, cool. Nothing that I don't want to happen is happening. So I'm still making progress in the direction where I want to go, and I minus that funky feeling, that weird feeling. Again, all this is coming just through tracking your food and understanding how this body which is allowing me to experience this dope life, works in hopes to make it last in good condition as long as possible, because this is the only chance I get to experience this exact life, these moments. So recently what I've been doing is like, I wonder, because I had gone to a point where I was like, wow, I'm pretty lean. 135, 145. I forgot, 180. I had lost 45 pounds. I was 180, 40 pounds. Yeah, 135. I got to 135. I was like, okay, I'm here. Let me adjust my macros, adjust my food, research that to where I could work a little harder, a little bit more work, a little bit more push-ups, a little bit more curls, and try to gain a little bit more muscle. But I'm going to bring it up to like 140. So I brought it up to like 140, 141, and I've been stable at 141 as I'm building. And then I thought recently, this is that thing that I learned about, that came up in my head 2-3 days ago, was like, well, what if how long do I get, work on gaining a little bit of weight and maintaining it, not at super lean? How long do I stay at lean? I wasn't like super lean, but I was like at, I think, 15% body fat according to the chronometer. I don't want to make it sound at all, by the way, disclaimer, that I know anything about nutrition or anything about macros or anything about fitness. I don't. I'm just some regular guy that is at the beginning of starting to kind of learn this, and I'm self-learning, being self-accountable, and measuring and sharing my journey, my process. So when you hear me talk all this 17%, 15% body fat, if you were to ask me a follow-up question, I'd probably be like, what? I don't. I'm just, if the app says I'm at 17 right now, and later on it says that I'm at 15, I'm 2% less. Whether it's accurate or not, because of the information that I inputted, I don't know. I hope so. But if it went from 17 to 15, I lost something. Could have been 20 to 18 in reality, if I did it right, but I still lost 2%. So I'm doing something right. I lost 45 pounds and I love the way I look. I'm doing something right, according to who? Me. So just sharing again. If you rock with me, if you're the same way, if you're cut the same way I'm cut, where you like to self-learn, you like to self-experiment, you like to self-try and go at your pace, and your pace has to have progress, especially if you've never made progress before and always tried to, this is a wonderful ass feeling. It's great. So what I thought about is like, well, what about if I were to do, not that I'm following any structure, I heard this may be wrong, this may be right, all I know is that I want to do it, and I'm going to try it, and I'm going to see what happens. 1 month, I'm going to go lean. I'm going to lean up. I'm going to pull my food back to where I'm getting the right amount put together according to the app to drop weight. I'm still going to work hard, though. I'm still going to continue the same exercise, focusing on building muscle. I'm going to go all January. I think I'm currently, as of yesterday, I weighed myself and I'm at 140 in the morning, 141, I think. And I'm going to go all of January. And I won't tell you what I did to my carbs or my fats or my proteins, because I don't want to, one, make it sound like I know what I'm talking about, or two, somebody to think, I'll do that. Because if I don't know what I'm doing, I would go do the research. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll tell you there, more what I did, but that's a disclaimer. Like I said, I don't want to make it sound like I know. So take that and process it as you wish. All of January, I'm going to bring down my calories and continue to work to build muscle. And then in February, I'm going to increase my calories, clean, not just eat whatever the hell I want, just God, no. I'm going to work out the same way, just as consistent, just as hard, but I'm going to increase my calories just a bit. And whatever I lose, I'm going to bring back. So I'm thinking I'll probably bring, I don't know, for sure I could bring it back down to 135. Could I bring it down to 130? That's 10 pounds. I don't know. I'm 5'6". I don't know if that's even going to, as I'm going, I'm going to be watching, measuring, looking. Whoa, okay, I don't feel good, or it doesn't look that good. Or maybe I'll be like, hell yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. And I'll bring it down to 130. We'll see what happens. That's the fun part. Macro manipulation, I think is what it's called. So I'm going to bring it down. Where exactly? We'll see what happens by January 28, 29, 30, whatever, and see what it's looking like as I go. Once I hit February, I'll flip it, raise it back to where I'm eating today, and maybe bring it back to a 140, depending on how much I lose. I'll bring it back, still working out the same. Come March, I'll reverse it again and see if I can bring it down to whatever number I had brought it. Maybe since I will probably gain some muscle, it won't be as lean because I've gained some muscle, but it'll be close to, because I don't, who knows how much muscle I'm gonna gain. I basically just do kinesthetics and just, a home workout. I'm a pusher for, if you don't have time to go to the gym, don't use that as an excuse. You have a floor at home, a couple dumbbells you could buy at whatever store or at a yard sale or at the swap meet or at Amazon or whatever. I've built this on a couple of dumbbells and workout on the floor at home. And I'm going to do that till, I don't know, at the very least 6 months, till the JJ's, June, July. I'm going to bring it back in January. I'm going to build it up in March. I'm going to bring it back in, February, then March, April, May, June, July. See what happens. Maybe when it comes summer, maybe I'll just keep it low just to have fun during the summer, nice and lean. Or maybe I'll just keep on going. If I like the results, if I'm getting like, wow, I cut up, wow, I got bulky, wow, I cut up, maybe I like it. I don't know. I'm still there. That's the whole point of these videos, is that I'm sharing what I'm gonna try. In this case, I'm already trying because I'm 2 days into it. Let's see what happens. I'll keep you updated. I'm not sure. I don't know, I don't know what I'm going to title it in order to remember, but I'm sure we'll figure it out if you're following me. Hope you enjoy the journey. If you got any questions, bust them in the comments. I'll maybe reply just with the reply on the comments, or I may make another video just on the reply. If this is the first time you watch it here and you're stumbling by, follow for more. I'll be sharing along the way. Check out my other stuff too. And if you've been here for a hot minute, thanks for the support. I appreciate you hanging out. See you in the next video.